Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage another special guest, U.S. Representative from the 4th District of Nevada and Chair of the Congressional Black Caucus, Congressman Steven Horsford.
Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Let's give a round of applause to that incredible panel, to my colleague, Congressman Robert Garcia, and to the experts. I'm so honored to be with all of you today. I'm Congressman Steven Horsford, and I'm proud to represent Nevada's 4th Congressional District. And as a son of an immigrant, my mother came to the United States from Trinidad when she was just 12 years old. Because of circumstances in our family, she became undocumented. Just recently went through becoming a legal permanent resident and finally earning her U.S. citizenship. So these are issues that affect all of our communities, and I want NALEO to know that I am your partner in this work. I also want to start by wishing everyone a happy Juneteenth, and to welcome all of you to Las Vegas, and to give a shout out to all of the hospitality workers, the food servers, the banquet workers, the cooks, the people who make Las Vegas strong. And it's great to be here with our HHS Secretary Becerra, as well as Tom Perez. I'm always honored to welcome them back to our district. Thank you also to Arturo Vargas for inviting me to speak with all of you today. Now, I know many of our local Nevada elected and appointed officials are here in the room because we have so many amazing leaders who are serving in public service of Latino descent here in the Silver State. So shout out to them as well. As I said, I'm Congressman Steven Horsford, proud to represent the 4th Congressional District, and also I have the honor of serving as chair of the Congressional Black Caucus. In that role, I've been laser focused on creating economic and wealth-building opportunities for all people, but especially those who have been left out of opportunities for generations. On issues like this and many others like immigration and housing, diversity, equity, and inclusion, we've partnered with my colleagues in the Congressional Hispanic Caucus, Nanette Barragan, as well as the Congressional Asian Pacific Islander Caucus, led by Judy Chu. Since the Supreme Court overturned affirmative action, we have been fighting to defend diversity, equity, and inclusion in corporate America and in government agencies and federal programs. Programs like the Minority Business Development Agency and at the Small Business Administration, programs that are under attack. They are even suing organizations like the Fearless Fund, a venture capital firm that aims to provide access to capital to women of color entrepreneurs. Just last Wednesday, Senator J.D. Vance introduced the Dismantle DEI Act. It would eliminate all federal DEI programs and end DEI-related funding for agencies, contractors, organizations, and educational accreditation agencies that receive federal funding. Or you may have heard about the Smithsonian Museum being sued for their Latino Museum Studies internship program. Multicultural student centers are being closed on some campuses, and DE&I programs are being shuttered at some companies. But to be clear, when they come after DE&I, what they're really coming after is you and I. It's important that our communities stand together in these fights because we are all in this together. As I said before, today is Juneteenth, when we commemorate the last enslaved Americans who became aware of their freedom. It was June 19, 1865, when Major General Gordon Granger ordered the final enforcement of the Emancipation Proclamation in Texas. months after it had been signed, and weeks after the end of the American Civil War. But I also want to bring up the fact that it was Cinco de Mayo that may have also played an impact on the Civil War. The Battle of Puebla occurred on May 5th, 1862, when French soldiers were stopped from reaching Mexico City by Mexican forces led by General Ignacio Zaragoza. The invasion of Mexico was part of Napoleon III's plan to establish a new French presence in North America. At the time, the government of the United States was engaged in the American Civil War. Napoleon III intended to trade arms to the Confederacy in return for cotton. The defeat at Pueblo interfered with France's ability to carry out the trade. France had not recognized the Confederacy. No nation ever did, but was considering it. More than a year later, by the time the French gained control of the Mexican border with Texas in the summer of 1863, General Ulysses S. Grant had already won the Battle of Vicksburg, cutting off the Confederates' access to weapons from the West. The year-long delay of French invasion gave Abraham Lincoln's generals just enough time to win decisive Union victories before Napoleon could provide upgraded artillery and munitions to the Confederacy. So it's possible that Mexico's victory at the Battle of Puebla changed the course of American history. What if the Mexican army had not won that battle in 1862? We will never know. But what's important to know is that when we celebrate Cinco de Mayo or Juneteenth, we remember that all of our histories are intertwined. There are so many times when Black Latino coalitions or Latino AAPI or Latino LGBTQ+, and so many other intersections can come together to really affect change for a broader segment of the American people. Heroes like Martin Luther King, who supported Cesar Chavez, his work for farm workers' rights, or Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera leading the fight at the Stonewall riots. Our coalition has helped shape civil rights battles, and we must come together today to ensure that these battles are won and progress continues to be made. Together, we will protect the progress that we have made and continue to create pathways to economic opportunities and wealth building for all of our communities. I hope that you will enjoy the rest of your conference. I look forward to seeing you around Las Vegas. And don't worry, if you lose a little money on the tables, 50% of our state budget goes to fund education. So don't think it as a loss. Think about it as an investment in Nevada's children. Thank you all so much. Thank you to NALEO and all the tremendous work that you do.